Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.
If you can't look at it without shame, you'll never learn from it with clarity.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work, an award-winning podcast where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hey, everybody. And so here is something that I would like for you to consider. Again, if you can't look at it without shame, you'll never learn from it with clarity. So there are times in our lives where we have, again, missteps and situations, and we can't look in the mirror or whatever it is. And I'm going to share a little story. I remember at one particular time where I've had some missteps in my life, but the emotion got in the way of really assessing the situation. And so what happens is I am crying, like like the statement says, of feeling shameful. I feel embarrassed. And so because of the emotion, I was really unable to learn from that situation what I needed to learn from that situation in the moment. And I'll use this idea from a kid perspective, which is, and I'm sorry I'm using this analogy, but it's a real reality. Growing up in the city of Philadelphia, like any other young man growing up, rites of passage, you have fisticuffs, altercations with your peers, people that you're growing up with. And what happens is you have an argument, you have a disagreement, you don't see eye to eye, and now everyone wants to prove who they are, what they are in that moment or that situation. It happens in business all the time, right? Our emotions get all tied up and now we can't think straight. And so in me not being able to think straight, I have an altercation with one of my friends that live on my block. Now, initially, because of the masculine or testosterone or whatever stuff that was going on at the moment, everybody wanted to prove themselves. That was the emotional part. Couldn't think clearly, couldn't see clearly. And then because of the situation, and I remember this one time, like this, the one instance that I had clearly have in my mind is I'm out here and I'm with my friend and we're talking and we have a disagreement and we fighting, and next thing you know, in all honesty, I did not expect for him to hit me. Not in all reality, but he did. He hit me, and now all of a sudden, my eyes are all teary. Now, keep in mind, he did punch me in my jaw. It hurt me just a little bit, a little more than I anticipated, but it hurt. And so I was able to take it, but my eyes were all blurry. I couldn't see. And so more emotion rose up within me. And a lot of times in business, people, when they're hurt or hit, they can't see clearly, and unfortunately, they lash out, they rage, and all this other type of stuff. And the hit does not have to always be a physical one. I'm using this analogy because not getting a promotion or being turned down for an opportunity, whatever it is, sometimes we look at these moments and it's hitting us as a gut punch or a punch to the face, and it's a lot harder than we anticipate. And now our eyes are all blurry and we can't see our true objective, and we're not able to move forward. But there has to come a time where you have to adjust, right? So if you take a step back and understand that in that moment, number one, we could have talked that thing through and not come to that space because we both had respect for one another. That's number one. Number two, if I had not taken the situation as lightly as I might have, I might not have gotten hit in the face as I had encountered. And now all of a sudden my feelings are hurt because my friend hit me. It's cold outside. He has on gloves. His warm gloves hitting my cold face hurt even more. I mean, we're in Philadelphia. I mean, it was cold. It was wintertime-ish outside. It was, whatever it might have been. And now, what is the situation? Because I can't see. Oh, you know what? Because it is cold outside, now I feel numb and my head is ringing and all this other type of stuff. Like I got all these things going on. So now I can't even take the time to really think this thing through, because now the emotion is in the way. And so we need to understand, even in a business situation, even in our 9-to-5s, that when we get hit, and again, I didn't say I got knocked down, I just got hit. And sometimes we can't just take the hit. Maybe we can understand getting knocked down, we got to pull ourselves up, resilience and things like that, right? Persistence, whatever it is. But just sometimes getting hit and you're like, wow, I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming. If I would have just protected my face just a little bit differently, if I would have protected my reputation just a little bit differently, if I would have paid attention to, the email that I sent, if I would have paid attention to what was required from me from these deliverables to this client, whatever it might have been, are we able to adjust, step back, and assess the failure objectively? And here's why it matters. Here's why it matters, y'all. Because clarity comes when emotion and analysts stop competing for control. So in those moments of fighting my friend and having these arguments, emotion took control. I was unable to think clearly in that moment. And so now let me, again, going back to the working world. A lot of times when we have these moments with people that we consider our friends, and they do something that humans do at times when they look out for themselves, we don't know how to adjust and analyze the situation and understand where that individual is coming from. Because again, people got to eat. People need to keep their income. People need to keep their household running. Whatever the situation, whatever the motivating factors are, that doesn't mean that you can't be just a little bit off, but you can't allow it to control you to the point where you can't really truly assess it and move forward. I've been there. I've been in those situations where, while people that I might have called my friends had done some things that I didn't necessarily agree with. But when I was able to take a step back, I'm like, okay, I see where you were coming from. It doesn't necessarily excuse them, but I can see where they're coming from. Now I understand how I need to adjust and move things forward. So take the time, take a step back, understand that, if you're looking at the situation of getting hit in the face and you feel shameful that you had done it or whatever it is, you know what? It might be too much emotion involved at that time because now you can't see it clearly enough when you take a step back. So find a way to adjust that barometer, that volume dial a little bit, the balance, the equalizer, whatever it is, however you want to look at it for your emotions and your analytical side in order for you to gain the advantage moving forward. I thank you very much for listening today.
Thanks for listening. Follow Maurice Chisholm on social media to stay connected and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work. Or will it?
Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.